Hey everybody, this is NCS07 here, and welcome to a predictions video for E3 2021 as it's coming up pretty soon, and I thought, why not leave some predictions of what I think will happen. So I'm going to separate this throughout like 4 different companies: Nintendo, Sega, Atlus, and then kind of Sony. The reason I say kind of is because I honestly don't know if Sony is actually attending or not. I haven't looked too much into it, but I will talk about Sony as if they are going to that, or if they're doing their own little presentation or whatever. So with that out of the way, these are predictions, so I don't know if these are right or not. I guess we'll find out in a little bit after enough time passes. So let's start off with Nintendo. Now, Nintendo hasn't really been doing a lot lately, if you couldn't tell. If you've seen my reaction to the February Nintendo Directs earlier this year, I was very disappointed with the Direct. It felt like Nintendo wasn't doing enough. They had very few games coming out this year that seemed really interesting. So that is why my first prediction is that we are definitely seeing Breath of the Wild 2. This absolutely needs to be at the conference. I mean, Aonuma said in the February Direct that supposedly more information is coming this year. So we need to see the game, and I mean in action. Now, hoping that it could release this year. Now, if that's the case or not, I'm not entirely sure, but honestly, given Nintendo has barely anything else on the horizon, I think that this is an absolute must. We need to see new information on this game. So I think Breath of the Wild 2 has to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be happy. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people won't be happy. And then another thing, another game that they may potentially show is Metroid Prime 4. Now, this is a complete leap of faith. I do not honestly know if this will happen at all. Nintendo has said they want to focus specifically on 2021 games, but I do think they would probably show at least a little bit of games coming out next year, which actually do have a good amount coming out. So I think Metroid Prime 4 could maybe be shown. I don't know. The game kind of seems to be vaporware, so I don't really know. Now, Splatoon 3, I think might be shown. They might show just another, anime trailer, but I don't know. I don't see an actual, gameplay or anything like that of the game being played. I don't see that, but I do see them actually at least giving some mention to the game in one way or another, possibly in the form of another trailer. Same thing could go for Pokemon Legend Arceus, though we may see a lot more footage of that game, because although it's coming out next year, it is early next year, so I feel like they'll probably show it then, and the other Pokemon games will be shown as well. And of course, Smash Brothers. They'll probably, at the very least, show the next character for DLC, though they might also reveal the last one as well, which I think would be a really good idea to see. Hopefully, we get some good characters and not just more big-boobed anime swords fighters. Really crossing my fingers, but honestly though, I'm kind of ready to be done with Smash Ultimate. I like the updates they're adding, but I feel like it's just so old at this point that's kind of I don't know, I want them to kind of finish it up. Hopefully we can get the final 2 characters by the end of this year. I think it's definitely doable. So that's mostly my Nintendo stuff. Now, they may more than likely show a brand new game in the works for potentially next year, that they'll have a big new reveal. I would love to see anything, honestly. I don't know what they would do for a big reveal. However, I simply don't know. That I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for Nintendo. Hopefully they can at the very least deliver on most of the stuff, and at the very least make an alright showing. I want to see a lot from them though, especially first party wise. I don't care about third party or indie stuff. I want first party stuff. So they're done with that. Now Sega. Now the reason I want to talk about Sega is because I think there's 3 games, I guess, that could be definitely shown at this event. First is potentially the new Sonic game for next year, as people are calling it now Sonic Rangers from what I've seen. I think this game has a possibility of being shown. I don't know 100% though. I would definitely like to see the game at least be shown, because honestly, we need a new good game. Sonic Forces, I thought the game was okay, but it's definitely not a very good Sonic game, honestly. Hopefully Sega can really do better with this next game. We'll find out. But I don't know if we will find out at E3 though. I'm kind of saying that it'll probably be a maybe, but I definitely do think it's a possibility. Another game that they more than likely will show that I think will possibly happen is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. Now, if you remember earlier this year, I think it was like a trademark or something like that for a new Monkey Ball game called Banana Mania, which doesn't line up with any of the other games, so I think it's possible we might be seeing a new Super Monkey Ball, and they will show it at E3, and they will have it for release later this year. And if this does happen, there's two hopes I have. One, they make it like the original Monkey Ball games. I want them to, at the very least, make the stages more difficult than the Banana Blast HD. And also, take advantage of next-gen hardware. Have some haptic feedback from the controller. And even better visuals on Banana Blast HD. Please do that, and that would be really nice. I think this is very doable. And for the last game, I know this is kind of a personal one, but I would be really down to see a Puyo Puyo 30th anniversary. Now, I know this isn't probably the most possible thing, but they have done anniversary games before for like the 15th, 20th, and 25th. 30 years is a lot of time, so I feel like, and I know Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 just released like in December of last year, but come on, they've got to do like a big Puyo Puyo 30th anniversary game. Like, come on, especially with like animated cutscenes, that'd be really nice. And also, again, taking advantage of next-gen features. I think this is doable given they have done it in the past, and it definitely does seem like Puyo Puyo is much bigger now than it was before. But I honestly am still a little questionable on the game. To be fair, though, it would just be Puyo Puyo more than likely again, so it's not like they would have to really spend a lot of time developing it, but still, I don't know. And that's pretty much all I have for Sega. Now moving to Atlus, I don't think they will be showing anything Persona related. But I do think they will definitely be showing SMT5. Now, there was a leak a while ago that says that supposedly the game is releasing November 11th of this year, which, if that actually is true, they stuck to their word. They definitely did. But we'll definitely be seeing a lot of this, especially in the Nintendo Direct. We're going to see a lot of gameplay footage. We'll probably see like some new story, explanations, and like new features of the game. Definitely will be very nice to see. But that's really all I expect from Atlus. And now finally from Sony. If this can depend, they may do this at E3 or they may do this at their own show. I'm not entirely sure. However, I think what they'll probably show is more Horizon Forbidden West. They might be able to give us a release date, possibly. I say possibly because they did just show gameplay a while ago, like just a week or two ago. So I don't entirely know if they'll give us a release date, but it's possible. I think Security Breach, FNAF Security Breach, will definitely get a release date as well. I mean, that has to happen. And potentially some other PS5 stuff, potentially maybe some new information on Gran Turismo 7 and the new God of War. But those are guesses, and honestly, I think the only one that's really possible is Horizon Forbidden West. I think that's the only one we'll really see. I think God of War is maybe possible, but I don't know. And Gran Turismo 7, I think is possible. I mean, we saw gameplay last year, so it definitely could be shown again in a better state. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure. So that is pretty much my E3 predictions. So let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with these predictions, and we'll see in like a week or two what everything happens and whether or not I got stuff right or wrong. But we'll find that out. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It helps you keep notified of when I make more videos. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!